Hi there, it's Chris, chap in the cap, Motolegends. Today we're going to talk about a new jacket, new for 2021, a jacket from the Swedish brand Halvarssons, and it's called the Lysvik jacket. Halvarssons is a high-tech, high-end company and they make high-end products, but they can do basic, as is evidenced here with a jacket called the Lysvik. That's L-Y-S-V-I-K. Now, this is new for 2021 and it's a classic throw-on jacket, by which we mean it's the kind of jacket you want to throw on if you want to pop out on a Sunday morning to pick up the papers, if you want to nip into town on an errand, if you want to go up the hill for a bacon sandwich. You want to just jump on the bike and throw on a jacket, and that's what this jacket is aimed at. But I think one can make a case for preferring to buy a basic throw-on jacket like this from someone like Halvarssons than from someone that is only known for its basic jackets, because the learning and experience that someone like Halvarssons gets from making much more expensive gear is going to be invested in a jacket like this. It's going to be invested in terms of the way that armour is applied and the anti-abrasion linings is going to be applied to the membrane and so on. So even though on one level this is a basic jacket and it is a frighteningly inexpensive jacket, it's going to be quite high-end in some of the facilities that it offers. Now, this is, as it stands, not the kind of jacket that you would normally turn to if you wanted a jacket to go commuting or touring in. That's not what it's intended for. I'm going to come back later and talk about how you could make this jacket more appropriate for either of those undertakings, but that's not what this jacket is initially about. But it is still a proper motorcycle jacket. It does everything that you might want a motorcycle jacket to do. In fact, it does a few more things than you would expect a jacket at this price point to do. The outer chassis, it's a soft, pliable, easy to wear material. It's a 600 denier polyamide material. Now, there are heavier materials out there, and on some of the higher end suits you would expect a thicker material, 750 denier, 800 denier, 900 and so on. But you would not have that on a jacket like this. It would make it less easy to wear, less comfortable. This jacket's all about comfort, so 600 denier is perfectly acceptable. What's more, this jacket comes in at the AA level under the latest EN 17092 regulations. When we first saw this jacket, we had expected it to come in at the A level. Now, under EN 17092, there are three levels. There's A, which is urban, AA, which is touring and commuting, and AAA, which is racing and high-end, high-speed work. There's barely a textile jacket. In fact, right now, I don't think there's a single textile jacket, waterproof textile jacket, that comes in at AAA. So AA is a perfectly acceptable level for this jacket to be at. In fact, if you went out and spent £1,000 on a rocket jacket, you would only get AA. So I think that's pretty impressive, given the price point, which again, I'm going to come on and talk about. To have a jacket at this price point at AA is pretty impressive. In terms of its protection, the jacket is lined in all the vulnerable areas, which on a jacket like this is going to be the shoulders and the elbows, with a material called High Art. Now, High Art has been developed over the years by Halvarssons in-house. It's an anti-abrasion lining. Where it's applied to a textile fabric, it makes the textile material 500% stronger than it would be in its own right. So this is a very protective jacket. Comes with CE level 1 protectors. Again, that's all one would expect. There is a higher level, there's a thicker armour that's level 2, but if you put that in a nice, easy to wear jacket like this, it would make it uncomfortable, it would make it unsightly, it wouldn't be as nice to wear. Now, we have an admission to make. We are not big fans of Halvarssons armour. I know they're going to be addressing this in coming seasons, but right now their armour just hasn't progressed in the way that other people's armour has. And what we would be doing, what we would want to do with this jacket, is upgrade the level 1 protectors to the latest Ghost D30 armour, or D30 Ghost armour. It's super thin, incredibly pliable. Put that armour in this jacket and it really will just feel like a casual jacket. You will not know you're wearing an armour. It is incredibly light. You'll pick it up. It won't feel like a motorcycle jacket. It won't wear like a motorcycle jacket. But there's an issue. This jacket is not expensive. If you put in the armour that we're talking about, you would be paying an extra £50. That would increase the overall price of the jacket by 25%. So one might take the view that if somebody is looking to pay this amount for a jacket, they're not going to want to pay a third of the price on upgrading the armour. The other counter view is that you've saved so much on this jacket, you've got so much for it, that an extra 50 quid still doesn't make this an expensive jacket. It would certainly make it a more wearable jacket. Same applies to the back really. There's a pocket for a back protector. Back protector doesn't come as standard. You would not expect it in a jacket like this as standard. Halvarssons have got their own back protector. It's a bit like a surfboard. We don't really like it. We would always go again for a D30 protector. The Viper in a size T8 would fit perfectly into this jacket. It's soft, pliable, and as it gets hotter with body's heat, as you're wearing it, it becomes softer still. So that's certainly what we would be doing. And there's no cost element there because the D30 armour is no more expensive than Halvarssons' own. So if anyone came to see us, wanted this jacket and wanted a back protector, we would always go for D30. In terms of waterproofing, it comes with a dryway membrane. Now, that again is an in-house membrane. Some people swear by Gore-Tex. I'll only buy a garment if it's got Gore-Tex in, so be it. But we know the dryway membrane. Halvarssons has been using it for years. We know that it breathes well, that it doesn't leak. So I don't think there are any issues in terms of waterproofing. In fact, Halvarssons tell us that in certain circumstances, they think that their membrane actually outperforms Gore-Tex. But there are no issues. One of the standout features on this jacket that we had not expected and would not expect on a jacket at this kind of price is the amount of venting that it has. So what we have here, these top pockets are not pockets, they're actually vents. You've also got these long vents up the arms. And that is just outstanding. I've never seen a jacket at this kind of level with such venting. You've also, at the back of the jacket, you've got two vertical zips, because what you need, if you're allowing air to come into a jacket to cool you down, you really need somewhere for that air to escape, because otherwise the jacket just mushrooms, balloons, and it becomes uncomfortable and unsightly. So this jacket has been properly thought through. Lots of vents on the front, but exhaust vents as well. In terms of other features, pockets inside and out, so you've got these are vents, but these two are pockets. You've also got an internal Napoleon pocket. You've got adjusters on the hips, so you can adjust the volume around the hips. You've also got a long zip, an 80cm zip that goes all the way around the inside of the jacket. That is this zip. Now, this is not the kind of jacket that classically you're going to zip into a technical trouser, so you probably wouldn't be zipping this into most Halvarssons trousers. But by using a device here that is called the waist zip, this is a very clever device. It costs just £20, developed by Halvarssons. You connect this using your belt and your belt loops. You connect this to your jeans. So if you put that on, you will be able to connect this jacket to a pair of jeans. And I think that's useful because this is the kind of jacket that you're normally going to wear with a pair of jeans. And if you want that just extra little bit of safety, and connecting your jacket to your pants is undoubtedly a safer thing to do, because if it's not connected and you go down the road, your jacket will ride up, you can find your skin coming into contact with the tarmac. So if you are a little bit more on the cautious side and you do want to connect and you want to wear jeans, then the waist zip, an extra £20, it makes sense. Jacket comes in two colours. It comes in this colour, green, it's kind of an olivey green. There's also a black one. In terms of sizes, it runs from continental sizes 46 all the way up to 62. This is a great starting jacket, and I mean starting jacket in a couple of contexts. If you are starting out riding and you're looking for your first jacket that does everything, and you want to do a bit of riding in the summer, you want to be able to ride in it in the winter and in the rain, this jacket does everything. So as a starter jacket, it just works incredibly well. But it could also be a starter jacket as well if you wanted to supplement it with other items so that you could commute in it, so that you could go touring in it. Now, one of the things this jacket doesn't have, and it doesn't faze us, we wouldn't expect it to necessarily, it does not have a thermal liner. And the fact is, when jackets at this price have a thermal liner, it tends to be pretty rubbish. But if you put a decent thermal liner, so you had a base layer and a good mid layer, then this jacket would be as warm as anything. So you can supplement this and make this jacket warm enough to wear on even the coldest ride. If you then put a good waterproof over the top, we are particularly obsessed by the Scott waterproof. It's not the cheapest, but if you put the Scott waterproof over the top, you would have created a jacket that is better than a laminated jacket. Now, this is a waterproof jacket, but it will wet out over time. So if you're out in the rain for 3 or 4 hours, water will seep through the outer fabric. It won't pass through the membrane. It won't reach the body, but the jacket will become heavy. In cold weather, this can make you feel a bit colder. It can take ages for the jacket to dry out. But if you put a waterproof over the top, Then when you have finished your journey, your 3 or 4 hours in the rain, you take it off, this jacket's going to be bone dry. So having said that this is a basic throw-on jacket with a decent set of layers underneath and a waterproof over the top, honestly, you could go anywhere in the world with a jacket like this. But clearly, I don't think that's what Halvarssons had in mind when they created this jacket. I think this is designed to be, for many people, for most people, a second jacket that you have hanging in the hallway. You want to pop out. You don't want to put the clobber on, as I mentioned. You just want to grab the jacket and go. This is the jacket you grab, you put it on. Doesn't feel like a motorcycle jacket. But it is going to be a particularly fine jacket in the summer. As I've said, I've not seen a jacket like this with venting like this. This is going to be an outstanding jacket in the summer. Clearly not as good as a pure vented jacket because it has a membrane. Anything with a membrane is going to impede the flow of air. But in that you want a jacket, or this jacket is aiming to be a little bit waterproof and good in the summer, it's a lovely compromise. I think you're going to be able to ride in this in pretty hot weather. You're going to be able to ride with it in the rain, and then obviously with a layer underneath, you'll be able to ride in cold weather in it. It is a classic all-rounder jacket. It does everything. It does it for an amazing price. It is a fantastic jacket. But now I want to come on to the price, because the price is horribly upsetting. This jacket costs £169. I do not know how Halvarssons could possibly cram into this jacket everything they have done, all the zips, the membrane, the armour. How could they do it for £169? Round here at Motolegends, that's about the price of a decent mid-layer. So it is a truly amazing price. And if you're looking for a jacket at a very competitive price point, this jacket offers a huge amount for the money. There is, by the way, a ladies version of this jacket. Functionally, it does everything the same. It will be obviously a more fitted shape. That comes in sizes from 34 up to 46. The bad news with that jacket, it's the same price. If you'd like to see more gear from Halvarssons, then visit the website motolegends.com. To learn more about this jacket, the Lysvik, then if you click on one of the links on the screen, sometimes they're up there, sometimes they're down there, that will take you directly to the relevant page on the website. There you can check out the spec in a little bit more detail, you can check availability, and obviously if you really like the jacket, you can buy one there and then. Now, we try to make buying from us as simple, straightforward and risk-free as we possibly can. There's no delivery charge on anything you buy from us. Returns are totally free, and what's more, we give you a full 12 months in which to decide whether you do want to return something to us. We have the best price promise in the business. Now, John Lewis is rightly famed for its never knowingly undersold price promise. We go one stage better. If you can find anybody selling anything that we sell at a price that is lower than ours, we will beat that retailer's price by a full 10%. If the retailer is in the EU and not in the UK, then we will match their landed price. Now, there are a few terms and conditions associated with the price beat, nothing particularly onerous, but if you are going to price beat us, I suggest you visit the website and check out what those terms and conditions are. If in the future you'd like to receive bulletins from us about new products, then if you go to the website, top of every page there's a piece of script that says newsletter sign up. Click on there, within seconds you'll be in business. In future you'll receive email bulletins from us. If, however, you would prefer to get your information in this form, that is to say videographically, we would be simply delighted if you want to become a subscriber to our YouTube channel, and you can do that by clicking on the button below. Now, this is 2021. Last year, 2020, we gave away a Mutt 125cc motorbike, a kind of Steve McQueen tribute bike, to one of our YouTube subscribers. Doing things a little bit differently in 2021, this year we are giving away a 250cc Fantic Caballero Scrambler. We're going to give it away just before Christmas, but we're going to give it away to somebody who follows us on Facebook. So if you'd like to win this bike, and it's a cracking little bike, then visit our Facebook page and obviously follow us. I'd like to close with a little play for our shop here at Motolegends. We're based about a mile from the centre of Guildford, a mile from the railway station. The shop is small, it's got a small footprint, but it's attached to our warehouse where we've got more than £2 million worth of merchandise arranged over 3 floors. Technically, it makes this shop the second largest motorcycle apparel shop in the UK. But we think that we are far more than just the amount of merchandise we have here in the building. We're all about service, we're all about personal fitting. If you want to check us out, visit Trustpilot. We have the highest 5-star ranking in the business. When you come and see us, we'll serve you only the finest Italian illy coffee, or we'll serve you proper Yorkshire tea in a proper teapot. And who knows, if you're lucky, you might just get to sample one of Sean's mum's delicious motorcycle-shaped shortbread biscuits. Anyway, this has been Chris. I hope to talk to you again soon.